Welcome back, boys and girls. Costin here with Obsidian Mirror DLC for Age of Mythology Retold. There's quite a few missions in this, and I did skip ahead through several of them in order to get a feel for the missions. In fact, I even recorded this one mission and then, well, recording issues. But anyway, let's go with mission 4, Washed Up. And we're going to see some familiar faces over here.
My head. What? Where am I? Popocatépetl.
Seems our little princess is awake.
Tezcatlipoca? A dream. No. What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What have you done?
Do not cast your suspicion on me. This is the handiwork of your beloved Quetzalcoatl.
You lie.
Me? The god of deception? Really? You surely remember being swept up into the sky? Nothing but my brother's wind gem could perform such a feat.
But...
Now, I am not one to judge, but unless you wish to lie here and wallow, I suggest you get up. I have work to do, and you are to help me.
Me? But you're a god.
Yes, a god who is stranded. It seems, with the most unfortunate company. Come, princess. Your first task awaits.
At ease. Who is that? I have never seen such outfitting. Otherworldly beauty possesses her.
Piali, stranger. I am Ixtaccíhuatl, a princess of Aztlan. I come to you in hope of aid. My people and I find ourselves stranded.
Ask and you shall receive. I am Kastor, ruler of the Atlanteans. It is my sworn duty to help and protect. But I find myself currently engaged. With cultists, I mean.
That is no problem, dear Kastor. I am Tezcatlipoca, and we would be honored to assist.
Then it's settled. Let us see to my matters, and I shall in turn see to yours. We hear reports of cultists terrorizing the villages to the east. Let us drive them out! The perfect spot to camp.
I will lead the scouting party.
I pray for your safe return.
Okay, let's get going. So we start with the base right there. He's constructing a temple. We will have a noble's hut. We get Obsidian Mirror, which can give us a god power.
Perfect job for our Ocelotl warriors.
Let's take a look at this situation.
Come one with the shadows.
Alright, the game really tries to push stealth.
Waiting for the right moment to strike.
But honestly, I really couldn't care about that. It doesn't really work on Ludicrous difficulty. I understand the game is trying to teach you some lessons for the sake of like multiplayer and all that kind of stuff. But it won't function.
We must clear out the rest.
Okay. So we want to
Skopos. Ur Eshlost. Herjos. Yush Osto. Mak. Yushi. Os Eshlost. Mak.
All right, get those Ocelot warriors into the position.
Skopos. Ure Osto. Yush Eshlost. Skop Yushi.
Niitsto.
Okay, how much do I need right there?
Ureg. Eshlost. Osto. Mak. Eshlost. Yushi.
All right, we are going to face attacks on our base.
Yushi. Mak.
Bear in mind,
Ure Eshlost.
because it is going to be a factor over here.
Yushi. Yushi.
We can use Ocelot
Osto.
warriors to
Mak.
great success.
Yushi. Eshlost. Skopo Osto.
And we do have a god.
Nikuali. Nichiwas.
Shimomoku Titok. Niits Nelia.
Herjos. Eshlo. Mak.
Shikamanal Kuali. Motlana Ichiwas.
Yushi.
Shikamanal Kuali. Nichiwa. Titok.
I mean, remember, Kastor is a one-man army.
Ureg. Herjos. Mak. Yushkopo Os. Eshlo Osto.
With those dual-wield weapons.
Ureg. Mak. Yush Eshlost.
Ni Nichiwali.
Yush Mak. Osto.
You saved us.
Eshlost. Yushi.
Not for long,
Yushi.
at any rate.
Ureg. Yushi. Osto.
Okay, move ahead. Wait
Ure
for...
Herjos.
Shimomo Nelia. Shikamanal Kuali. Qualtito Ichiwa. Niits Nelia. Motlana Wachim Kuali. Qualtitok. Kual Nelia. Nichi Qualtitok.
Their base lies ahead. Let us charge.
One who rushes into battle finds themselves a grave far too early.
And yet fortune often favors the bold.
A heavy front with stealth from behind.
Okay, we got
It is balance where
heavy-
true victory lies. Ni Neli Qualtitok. Nichiwas. Neli Qualtitok.
heavy ones.
Shimomokuitlawi. Motlanahuatl. Coateki.
Okay, how much do we need?
Shim Shikamanal Motlana Kuali.
Shimomoku Nelia. Nichiwas. Kuali.
We can destroy. You can use the deconstruct god
Nichiwas.
towers against this tower.
Shim Titlate Witin. Shikamanalti.
Skopos. Voliart.
Okay, and now we can use several more god
Chica
powers.
Kalchikat. Coateki.
Ureg.
Niitstok.
There is only one path that can be used to attack our base.
Yush Eshlost. Osto. Ureg. Yush Mak. Os. Yushi. Eshlost. Yushi. Herj. Mak. Osto. Yushi. Mak.
Shikamanalti.
Motlanahuatil.
Shimomokuitlawi. Nineki.
Ni its mamo lamik ticket. Kena.
Yushi. Ureg. Yush. Eporofras. Herjos. Tell us, Makei. Skopos. Eshlost. Yushi.
Shimomokuitla nineki mamochiwa. Kena tlacatl. Kena. Mamochiwa. Kena tlacatl. Calchi. Lamik ticket.
Alright, get those guys working on berries. And we're gonna get a bunch of
Ure,
eagle
Yushi,
warriors
Ure, Mak.
and a bunch of...
Shikamanalti. Lamik ticket.
Herj Skopos.
Shimo Nichiwas. Nelia.
Alright, she's gonna go scout
Cualtito
around and
Ichiwas.
see what she can find. Alright, 11 on on that. 11 on gold, 11 on food. Gonna need more on lumber.
Motuali, Nelia, Kuali, Nichiwa, Kuali, Nichiwas, Nelia.
Yeah, she's just gonna do some scouting around. There's more of them right
Kastor.
there. There's a Media Marcus right on that side.
Nichiwas, Kualtito,
She's a good scout with those Ocelot warriors.
Nichiwa, Kualtitok,
Okay.
Shimo, Nelia, Kualtitok,
Niitsto.
Ni Kuali, Nichiwas.
Let's see what
Kualtito,
else
Nelia,
is in
Kuali,
the
Nichiwas,
woods right here.
Kualtito, Nelia, Kualtitok, Nichiwas, Kuali, Kualtitok, Nichiwas, Nelia, Nichiwas, Kualtitok.
We are rescued!
Nelia, Kualtitok, Nelia,
Okay.
Kuali, Nichi, Nelia, Kualtitok.
Keep in mind, Kastor and my forces right here
Chihuahuas.
can withstand a significant level of
Shikuali,
force.
Nichiwas, Nelia,
And we do have that
Eshlost.
army that can help us out as well.
Kualtitok, Nichiwas, Nelia, Kuali, Nichiwas, Kualtitok,
But this is just a question of exploration,
Chihuahuas,
seeing what
Kuali.
lies ahead.
Kualtitok, Nelia, Nichiwas,
There's some deer.
Kuali, Nichiwas, Nelia, Kuali,
What's
Nichiwas,
that?
Shikaman, Nelia, Kuali, Nichiwas,
Alright,
Kualtitok.
she's gonna go there.
Motlanahuatil. Calchica. Ximomocuitlaui. Niitsto.
Shimo Nineki. Ni Kena Pastolti. Motlanahuatil Galchiket. Shikama Kenetlacat. Mamo Nineki Kenetquateki. Shimo Mocuitlawi.
Coateki.
Ni Itzto. Kena. Motlanahuatil Galchiket.
Yushkopos. Yushi.
Shimomoquit, Nelia,
Let's
Kuali,
take a look
Chihuas,
over here. There might be some goats we can get.
Motlualtitok,
Calchicatl.
Shika Mamochiwa. Quateki.
Chicamanalti. Coateki. Ximomocuitlaui.
Shimomoquateki. Motlanahuateki.
Niitsto.
Alright, get all that
Chihuali,
capability right
Nelia.
there. And we're going to also get a
Nichiwas.
market in order to
Kualtito.
trade certain things.
Herma. Osto. Urek. Eshlost.
Shikuali, Kualtitok, Nichiwa, Nelia, Nichiwas,
Niitzkua Nichiw. Titlatewitin!
Calchicatl.
Shikamanalti. Galchiket.
Shimomoku. Titlatewikan!
Shkopos.
It's not really a difficult mission, so to speak. It's more so like, take your time, because you do have tons of resources right here in this
Herja.
one.
Yushi. Mak.
Ni Nineki. Te postli. Kenetlacatl.
Calchicatl. Motlanahuatil. Calchicatl.
Motlanahuat Galchiket.
Chicamanalti.
Alright, gonna get that market.
Shimomocuitlawi. Galchiket. Te postli.
Ximomocuitlaui. Niitsto. Coatelis. Calchicatl.
Yush. Osto.
Mamochiwa.
Ximomocuitlaui. Calchicatl.
Shikamanal Galchiket. Motlanahuatil.
Motlanahuatil. Nineki. Pastolti.
Kena. Ninequateki.
Alright, put these guys to work over there.
Ni itsto. Kalchiket.
Chikamanal pastolti. Pastolti.
Motlana pastolti.
Eschlost.
Okay. 95.
Shimomokuit. Kenetla. Kalchiket. Ni itsto. Kalchiket. Motla mamochiu. Kena. Kalchiket.
Okay, we can get Eagle Warriors. Alright. Obsidian Butterfly right there.
Kenatlacatl. Coate kena. Calchicatl.
Nineki. Kenetla. Kalchiket. Shikamana mamochiu. Nineta. Piket.
Alright, maybe a couple more workers right there in order to get the fortified town center.
Motlanahuatil. Calchalchicatl. Shimo Ninete Postli.
Ni kuali.
Herr Yushi.
Okay, get all of these guys sorted out. Get those sheep into position.
Niitsto. Te Postli. Kenatlacatl. Te Postli. Elis. Te Postli.
Get more gold.
Pure Osto. Mak. Shko Osto. Yushi.
Nineki Pastolti.
Herjos. Eschlost.
Shika michalia kuali.
Motkualea.
Shika michiwas. Kuade chimiktia.
Yushi. Herr Yushi. Mak.
Ni nalia.
Sikamanal nelia. Motlanabat siwali.
Skopos. Osto.
Shimomocuitlawi. Kena.
Alright.
Calchicatl.
Shikamanalti.
You can deal with that.
Pure Eschlost. Skopos. Yushi.
Motlanahuatil. Kenatlacatl.
Do I need it? Not really.
Te postli.
Yushi.
Ni itsto. Kalchi.
Motlanahuatil.
Niitsto. Shimomo Calchicatl. Calchicatl. Coateki.
Herr Mak. Eschlost.
Okay,
Yushi. Osto.
let's move.
Kenetla. Kena. Te postli.
Yushi. Mak. Eschlost. Pure Osto. Yushi, Skopos, Eshlost,
Mot Michi.
We are rescued.
Mak, Eshlost, Yushi, Osto, Eshlost,
Trapiket.
Kena. Tlapihketl. Coateki.
Motlanahuatil.
Shikuali.
Mak, Yushi,
Okay,
Skopos,
she's gonna be sent on a scouting trip.
Nelia.
Shikaman Kualtitok, Nelia.
Ni kuali. Nichiwa. Kuali. Nelia.
Shimichiwas. Kuali, Kualtitok, Nelia. Michiwas.
See what else we can find around here.
Kualti, Nelia. Michiwas.
Eshlosto,
Motla Nawatil. Michiwas.
Chikamanalti. Kalchihketl.
Niitstok, Kuali, Nelia. Kualtitok, Kuali, Nelia.
All right,
Urek, Mak.
push through. Let's stop the screwing around and just finish them off.
Niit. Nalia.
Those watchtowers, they will reveal our hidden units.
Forget the hidden units. We're going full brutal force ahead here.
Osto, Yushi, Eshlo Osto, Mak, Skopos, Yushi, Osto, Eshlo.
It does seem like a really powerful thing to
Osto.
be able to use
Eshlos.
deconstruct or
Mak.
any archaic aged god power.
Yushi, Osto, Mak, Eshlost,
There is a way around this,
Yushi,
by the way.
Foliart, Yushi,
But then again,
Yushi, Foliart,
Nichiwas, Kuali,
Needs to.
Motlanahuatil.
Motlanahuatil, Techingmictian! Nelia,
alright.
Niitstok. Nichiwas.
Sometimes the best approach is the direct one.
Motlelia. Kuali. Nichiwas.
Urek, Mak,
Shimomokuitlawi.
Nichiwas,
Shilia. Nichiwas. Kuali. Nichiwas. Elia. Nichiwa. Kuali.
Eshlost,
Motlalia. Nichiwas.
These walls. Otontin should do the trick.
Eshlost, Yushi,
The perfect excuse for a great temple in honor of me.
Then again, there is sure to be a back entrance.
I'm sure there are plenty of back entrances. I mean, there is definitely one.
Urek, Mak, Eshlost,
And we can
Yushi,
definitely go for
Osto.
it, too.
Urek, Yushi, Eshlost,
And ignore,
Elis.
Erjos, Mak,
Nineki. Coatec. Kalchihketl.
Nichiwas.
Niitstok.
Nichiwali.
Motlanahuali, Nelia,
Shika Michiwas.
that was most
Urek.
unfortunate.
Kneel to the power of a god.
Motla na Kuali. Nalia. Michiwas.
Alright, remove his unit production structures, and that will
Kena.
solve a lot of damn things.
Kalchihketl. Motkenatlacatl.
Okay, what do I want these guys
The
working
postly.
on? Gold.
Nichiwas, Kuali, Nelia,
How did I get that one?
Ni Kuali. Nalia.
Motlanahuatil, Nichiwas,
Shika Kuali. Titla de Witi. Nichiwas.
Shimokuali. Nichiwal titok. Nelia. Nichiwas. Shikakual titok.
Alright, that ability can sound useful, but honestly, a lot of the time I just feel like it ends up being
Yushi!
Motlano Nelia. Nichiwas.
underused.
Nelia. Nichiwas. Nelia. Kuali.
So much for that palace.
Shika Nelia. Tita de Witin. Kuali.
Yushi!
Okay.
Osto. Tepoliart. Skopos.
So much for the worshippers of Kronos.
Motlan. Chichimika. Titla de Witin.
Kirjos. Eporofras!
Motla Nelia.
Niitztok.
Niitztok.
Skop. Tell us, Mackay. Yush. Eporofras!
Shikamanalti.
Niitztek. Chiawi.
Nichiyawi.
Shimomoku itlawi.
Atlantis is safe once more. A victory well earned. Worshippers of Kronos will not dare step foot here again.
Kual tito. Niitztok.
You people are true warriors. And you. It seems there is more to your story than you let on.
Then I can hide it no longer. Though I walk upon two legs, I am anything but mortal. I stand before you, bringer of change, the deity who stands between sun and storm.
Ah, but there is one far more impressive.
Well, that princess is certainly one to admire. So long as you do not mind the venom in her words.
If the passion on her tongue can be described as venom, I certainly would not mind the affliction. You fight well, Iztaccíhuatl.
I am fueled by love. Quetzalcoatl lends me his power as I command his winds.
Friends old and new, our king has faltered. This lapse has seen our homeland destroyed. The bloodthirsty Huitzilopochtli takes advantage of these dark times. We must liberate our people, and you, friends, are our last hope. Will you join us?
You have my sword, friend. There is but one matter.
You are currently engaged?
If you were to join me once more, you may find the allies you seek.
Lead the way.
Well, I'd say Kastor is smitten, and that would not necessarily be inaccurate. And now we get Pirate Schemes, the obligatory naval mission. I suppose we all need to have a naval mission for whatever reason. I'm gonna say it honestly, like, I cannot think of a single naval-focused mission in all of Age of Empires or Age of Mythology that was really good. I mean, there are missions which have both land and sea and can be okay. The reason is it's always a bit frustrating because it's like, if it was purely naval, sure, but naval has always kind of taken a backseat to things. And honestly, even in the missions where you have the ability of going naval, like for instance the second Trojan mission, right? You have the ability of building a fleet, you fight a lot of ships. There, you can just nullify that entire situation by just building a couple of towers. Oh, but what about the mission where, in Egypt? You know, so far, I've seen 7 missions. I didn't necessarily play for them, I just, like, schemed for them, cheated for them, you know, just wanted to get the feel for them. I don't think they've gone for an Egyptian mission in this campaign. I'm kind of curious what they're building up to, because it's clearly, like, one of the things that's becoming very clear to me with Pillar of the Gods, Yasko's Tale, Golden Gift, all that. But Pillar of the Gods, Yasko's Tale, Obsidian Mirror, all that. They're certainly building towards something. Now, I haven't finished Yasko's Tale. I'll be honest, I was not sold on the storyline over there in the same way. Like, also just the mission design was kind of lackluster. This is really, really good. Like, this is fun. Like, so far, there's been some no-build missions, and I'll be blunt in saying this, no-build missions kind of suck in strategy games. Like, they really do. Just frankly. Like, I always think back to the argument of, where is it? Strangers, right? No one can really look at Strangers and tell me this is a good mission. It's genuine. Like, there's a lot of good missions over here. A lot of really, really awesome stuff. Minus Egyptian stuff. But even with Egypt, there's some good stuff in Egypt. And yeah, I didn't necessarily do all of them on Ludicrous, because obviously I did them before Ludicrous came out. I was playing them on Titan. And there's a reason I stopped in Egypt, because Egypt sucks. Maybe I should start my way with the North, right? With the Norse missions, and just like continue from there if I weren't to play anything. Because like the Norse missions are pretty good. The Egyptian missions are kind of like, just would rather not have to do this. Again, not because they're difficult, it's precisely because they're not difficult. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Costin signing out. I'll see you boys and girls next.